What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are jumping into Superman Action Comics, issue 1061. As we jump into a brand new story arc, we are jumping into BIZARRO. BIZARRO makes his return, but in the most unusual way. And this time, BIZARRO comes with a power-up. BIZARRO becoming a sorcerer Superman. This makes him almost unstoppable. The question remains, how will Superman fight against such a dangerous foe? A BIZARRO that is equal to his strength and power, but also wielding magic, which is a weakness to Superman, but not BIZARRO. Having this immense amount of power makes him one of the most dangerous foes Superman has ever faced against. The question now is, can Superman survive the conflict? Make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you like this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so our story starts us off on Sorcerer's World. Some would say that this is a place, an ancient garden, where all things magic first took root. But Sorcerer's World is currently facing a huge problem. That problem is that BIZARRO arrived 15 minutes ago, and he has already forgotten why. With the soldiers throughout the halls trying to stop BIZARRO, there is nothing that can stand in his way. He decimates the ranks. He smashes them. He throws them. He absolutely annihilates any soldier that would stand in his way. The problem is, BIZARRO is lost. BIZARRO has forgotten something. His Lois. His BIZARRO. World full of BIZARROs, all like him. BIZARRO is forgetting everything that he knows, and he doesn't know why. This only causes more frustration and anger. All he can do is laugh. This is where we see Sorcerer Ponderous, Sorcerer Thornback. They are currently very worried about this assault. Now, they know that this is a lost champion of Earth 29, the planet known as BIZARRO World. And they weren't aware that there were any sorcerers from BIZARRO World. And there's not. BIZARRO isn't using magic here. He is simply punching things. And some of the sorcerers find it hard to believe. He is punching through shields that have held for 1,000 millennia, laid waste to hordes of centuries. And he's done this with unmagicked fists. But this is when they get the idea that they are going to combine their magic. He may be a BIZARRO. He may be resistant to some magical attacks. But if they combine their powers together, it would be an avalanche of magical fury nobody could stand against. With BIZARRO coming in, the War Wizards of Sorcerer's World stand ready. They hit BIZARRO with all the magic that they can, and with a huge explosion, they wait for the dust to settle to see if it worked, and it didn't. Standing above them now, more power than ever, he tells them that it tickled. This is what picks us up 6 weeks later. We pick up in the skies above Metropolis. Superman could hear the breathing of BIZARRO, but he knows that he sounds different, less manic, more focused. Superman finds this a bit unsettling, but trying to have a conversation with BIZARRO, saying that they have been allies in the past, asking what this is about and what's going on. He tries talking to BIZARRO as if he were actually BIZARRO himself, using his broken, opposite language, trying to let him know that he wants no fight. But BIZARRO slaps the bejesus out of Superman and sends him flying. BIZARRO swatted him all the way to Venus, 25 million miles away. Superman thinking to himself that this is far beyond BIZARRO's power level, far beyond anything that he has exhibited in the past. BIZARRO catching up to him, letting him know that I know what you're thinking and you're wrong. He tells him that he is the same BIZARRO, the samest BIZARRO ever. And in their fighting, we see them past the sun, past the moons of Jupiter, past Saturn's rings, 3 billion miles from Earth to Pluto. He tells Superman to stay put. He tells him not to try and stop him, freezing Superman right where he is. BIZARRO takes off, Superman obviously able to break out of the ice, but now he wonders what has BIZARRO done as we pick up in the skies above Metropolis. BIZARRO has a handful of magical items. Ever since everything that happened on Sorcerer World, BIZARRO can see things in a much different way. The threads of all existence lie unspooled before him. He can see all of it, except a way home. With Superman returning to Earth and beginning to fight BIZARRO, we see Jimmy and Lois watching from atop the Daily Planet. As they watch, Lois sees that BIZARRO is using magic. They know that this is one of Superman's weaknesses. So if BIZARRO really is the opposite of Superman, then this BIZARRO is a straight up super wizard. As Superman and BIZARRO fight, Superman is still trying to talk to him, trying to figure out what is wrong so they can fix it together. This is where BIZARRO goes into talking about how he had everything, but with the multiverse always changing, always another crisis, nothing always stays where it belongs. And it is always because of people like Superman. BIZARRO's world is lost. He believes that it is gone forever, and now he is trapped here, and he is going crazy. This is where we see those magical items swirling in a circle. It appears that a portal is opening up. Superman tries to fight against this. He tries to destroy the magical items, and he is still trying to get through to BIZARRO, trying to figure out what is happening and how all of this went down. Lost looking for BIZARRO World, what he found was the Sorcerer's World. Standing before the sorcerers right after they hit him with a huge blast of magic. Superman is wondering what they did to him on Sorcerer's World. He tries to let him know that this magic, this violence isn't BIZARRO, that you are a good man. Obviously, Superman refuses to accept this, but BIZARRO punches him, and then he heads to that portal. Superman returning to try and stop him. He grabs hold of BIZARRO. He tells him that it is not too late, that it is never too late. As BIZARRO is about to be sucked into this portal, he says, "Hello, Superman." And then he came apart in Superman's hands. But then Superman doesn't know what happened. He woke up in the clouds and there was no sign of magic, no sign of BIZARRO, except he could still hear his weeping, almost like it was inside of his head. Now, Superman having a conversation with Lois. He had checked with Martian Manhunter. BIZARRO wasn't lying about the Sorcerer's World. He left a pile of bodies left behind. He was also right about BIZARRO World. Now, according to Barry Allen, who has been mapping the multiverse, BIZARRO World is not where it is supposed to be. It is officially listed as a missing world. Superman believes this is what broke BIZARRO. It broke him into 1,000 little pieces. This is when some kind of surge comes over the entire city. Superman thinking that at the very end, BIZARRO said hello, thinking was this him reverting back to his normal BIZARRO speak. When he thought he was weeping, BIZARRO was really laughing. This is when the entire city begins to change. Lois also changed, saying, "Hello, Superman. Time for you to live laughing, just like the joke that you are." And then Superman is taken over, with Lois saying, "Goodbye, BIZARRO number 1. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Not bad for a new story arc, definitely an interesting direction to go with it. If BIZARRO is the opposite to Superman, it means he can technically wield magic. But there's definitely something astray here. Somebody has done something with BIZARRO World. More than that, BIZARRO has been lost, looking for his wife, looking for his child, looking for his lost world. This is what led him to Sorcerer World. But the problem is BIZARRO is forgetting. His memory is broken. And so everything he is doing, it comes in bursts. But by all appearances, BIZARRO is trying to use this magic to either return himself home, or he is so stricken with grief that he is trying to make this Earth his home. He is trying to make this Earth BIZARRO World, an opportunity for him to have everything he lost back. A man stricken with grief, feeling as if he had no other option, but then granted an unlimited amount of magical power. This makes him extremely dangerous, extremely volatile. But obviously, Metropolis has much bigger things to worry about than where BIZARRO went. They currently have to focus on the entire city being turned into BIZARRO world. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your theories. If you want to get caught up on everything going on with Action Comics, go ahead, check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with Superman. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50, loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you getting tons of perks in the process, you're also helping out the channel tremendously. If you are unable to do this, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, make sure you hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the content we got coming out. And with that being said, until the next breakdown.